Hello, and welcome to the 37th episode of Quizzing with Members. We have a new champion from our last episode, and we have three people who've all been here earlier, and they're all coming back. So, very excited for this panel as well. I'm calling them one by one. Our first contestant is has been here earlier, like I said, is automotive engineer by education, and loves making music and loves trekking mountains. Give it up for Aneesh.
Hey, KV. Thanks a
Welcome
lot.
back, Aneesh. So nice to see you.
Lovely to be here. Just
Where are
wanted to
you
let
right
you
now?
know,
Sorry.
uh, the love for quizzing is so much that I am on vacation and I woke up at 6:30 just so that I could do this quiz in the morning. And my family is still there and they're all like cheering right now.
Thank you so much. You were too kind. Where are you? Where are you vacationing, Anish?
We're in Berlin right now, but we live in Luxembourg.
Oh, nice. Cool. I'm recapping Homeland, and I'm in season 4 or 5 right now, which is Berlin based. So I
I
was in
saw
Berlin last night, but on Hotstar.
I
Uh,
saw your stories. You've been
okay. On that note, somebody who was recently on one of the last few episodes, second time here, give it up for Ryan.
Hi, KV.
Welcome back, Ryan. Hi. What does the t-shirt mean? What? So mean girl. Okay, nice. Mean girl. Oh, there's a word. Nice wordplay. Okay, mean girl. Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan, where are you right now?
Well, funnily enough, I'm where Aneesh is vacationing. I live in Berlin.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah,
here for 7 to 8 years.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm experiencing the same depressing weather that he is today, unfortunately.
I remembered because you were working at in healthcare in Berlin, right? Right.
Exactly.
But the
Yes.
moment Anish said Berlin, I was like, "Arey, I think Ryan is also in Berlin." Okay, nice. Talking of Berlin now, back to another cosmopolitan big ass city. Give it up for local boy Sidhesh from Mumbai, defending
Hey
champion
KV.
Sidhesh. How does it feel defeating Pavan and coming back to quizzing with members?
It felt surreal. Like, for all respect to Pawan, it's like, when, say, possibly someone gets like Virat Kohli's wicket in IPL, when uncapped bowler gets a Virat Kohli's wicket.
Nice sports reference also, because that really helped you beat Pavan. Nice, Sidhesh. So nice to see you as always. And now we come to our last contestant of this panel. He's also been on quizzing with the members earlier, currently based out of Singapore, works in real estate investments, asset management, loves Indian and Hindi film music. Give it up for Utkarsh.
Hello. Hello,
Hello,
everyone. Hi,
Utkarsh.
KV.
So nice to see you back. Long time. I think you were in one of the
Yeah,
earlier
I was in episode 17 or 18. It's been 6 months.
17 or 18. Okay. We are trying to do more and more things with members, so we get to see
Yeah.
more of you more often. Okay, nice mix also. Let's begin. Anish, Ryan, Sidhesh, Utkarsh. Let's begin quizzing with members, episode 37. Let's begin. First, direct to Anish. In the arid desert of southern Peru, a series of mysterious designs are etched into the landscape, visible primarily from the air. These geoglyphs, covering about 50 square kilometers, were created between 500 BC and 500 AD by removing the top layer of pebbles to reveal lighter soil beneath. The intricate designs, including figures like hummingbirds, spiders, and monkeys, have been preserved by the dry, windless climate. Discovered in the 20th century by a Peruvian archaeologist while hiking, these figures have puzzled researchers who believe they might hold astronomical or religious significance. What are these ancient creations called? What are we talking about?
Can
Nice
I
hiking
ask,
question to start with, Anish. Just an homage
can
to
I
his hobby. Yes, Ryan, go for it.
can I get a clarification before anyone makes any guess?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm imagining the name is something that should be fairly commonly known to everyone. So it's not like a very technical term, but something more popular culture. Or is that completely your choice whether you want to clarify that or not?
Yeah, because again, like it's like saying, I don't know, like popular is such a subjective term that I don't know whether, but it's not too technical something, but it's like It's like I have a Mount Rushmore question. So for somebody, it can be like, yeah, Mount Rushmore. For somebody, it can be like, oh my God, that was very specific. Like that.
I have no clue. I'll pass this.
Okay, passing to Ryan.
I'll just take a guess. Is this at Machu Picchu?
Not Machu Picchu. Going to Sidhesh.
I would have guessed Machu Picchu too. I'll pass. I know these figures are called something different. I'll pass. I read it somewhere. I'll pass.
Okay, going to Utkarsh.
Are these the Nazca lines?
Yes, these are the Nazca lines. Well done.
Yes.
13 points to Utkarsh. Great start. These are the Nazca lines. Well done. These are Nazca lines, and this is one of the most popular Nazca lines. And there are like the monkey, the spider, as you can see, Nazca lines. And Machu Picchu was good guess geographically because Peru, but Nazca lines. Okay. Beautiful. 13 points to Utkarsh, which means we come back to Aneesh for the next direct. Aneesh, at the end of the Second World War, English writer George Orwell used a word as a general term in his essay, You and the Atomic Bomb, published 19th October 1945 in the British newspaper Tribune. Contemplating a world living in the shadow of the threat of nuclear warfare, Orwell looked at James Burnham's predictions of a polarized world. The first use of the term to describe the specific geopolitical confrontation came in a speech by Bernard Baruch, an influential advisor to Democratic presidents, on 16th April 1947. What word are we talking about? Essentially a two-word answer.
So the first use of the term specific geopolitical confrontation, is this the same as the atomic confrontation, the nuclear warfare? Are they the same thing?
Yeah. Both the paras are talking about the same two-word term.
I have a feeling this is wrong, but is this a dystopian society?
Not dystopian society. Going to Ryan.
I've got two guesses. I'll go with the more obvious one. Is this Cold War?
It is Cold War. Yes, I think Aneesh overthought a little bit. This is Cold War, polarized world, nuclear threat of nuclear warfare. And half of our panel is from Berlin. So it's an homage to Cold War. It is Cold War. Yes, Ryan gets 11 points for that. Cold War. And a lot of people attribute the term Cold War to George Orwell. He came up with the word Cold War. Okay. Polarized world, post Second World War. Cold War. Okay. 11 points to Ryan. Next, direct to Sidhesh. Okay, Sidhesh, I'm talking about a certain country. This country declared its independence on October 24th, 1964, just after the start of the 1964 Summer Olympics. This timing meant that it couldn't participate under its new flag in the opening ceremony, but managed to appear in the closing ceremony under its freshly minted national banner, becoming the first country ever to have entered an Olympic Games as one country and left it as another. Situated in southern Africa, this nation was formerly known as Northern Rhodesia. Which country are we talking about?
Is this Ethiopia?
Not Ethiopia. Going to Utkarsh.
Hope I choose the right one. Is this Zambia?
It is Zambia. Yes, you chose the right one. Yes, it is Zambia. 11 points to Utkarsh. This is 1964 Tokyo Olympics, where they entered as Northern Rhodesia and exited as Zambia. See, two different flags. So this is beautiful. In their opening ceremony, they came with like a different flag, Northern Rhodesia. By the time they left, they were a new country, Zambia, with a new flag. Nice. 11 points there to Utkarsh, which means I come back to Aneesh. Aneesh, in the early 20th century, a pioneering individual transformed her life after witnessing brave soldiers return from the front lines of a global conflict during a holiday visit. This sparked her interest in aviation, leading her to a notable encounter with a daring pilot at an air exhibition. Despite facing serious health challenges, including a well-known respiratory condition, she defied expectations by achieving remarkable feats in the sky, becoming a symbol of courage and inspiration for many. This trailblazer was not only the first woman to undertake a significant transatlantic journey, but also left a legacy intertwined with the aviation community, influencing countless aspiring flyers. Who is this iconic figure? Who are we talking about?
I don't remember her last name very well. Can I get points for the first name and a made up last name?
Take your time. Ideally, last name, Anish. Think a little bit.
Yeah. Is this Amelia Earhart?
I'll give it to you. You're very, very close. There's no point
Yeah.
passing and doing all that.
Yeah.
Amelia Earhart, that's okay. Yeah. And you got Amelia. Perfect. No problem. 10 points there to Anish.
Good job.
Yeah. Good enough. Fair enough. 10 points there to Anish, which means the next direct will be to Ryan. And despite a promising start in his tenure, this former Croatia international found his time as head coach of India's national football team fraught with challenges. He famously accused the governing body of prioritizing appearances over genuine improvement, which allegedly led to severe stress and even his heart surgery. Known for his outspoken nature, he didn't shy away from explosive press conferences and harsh criticism. His controversial dismissal came after a string of disappointing results, including a critical loss to Afghanistan in World Cup qualifiers and a dismal performance in the Asian Cup. His reliance on an astrologer for team selections added fuel to the fire, leading to further tensions with the administration. Just identify this coach whose tenure ended amidst a storm of legal threats and public spats.
This is Igor Stimac.
Yes, fantastic. Igor Stimac, Ryan gets 10 points for this. I'm very worried about this question for some reason. I kept talking to Anshuman and Sushant from our team saying, yaar, ye nahi niklega yaar. Ye pata nahi, I don't know if people will know. And everyone was like, everyone knows Igor Stimac, don't worry, go ahead. Thank you, Ryan.
I mean, I got very lucky getting a football question up here.
Okay. I hope there are more. We'll see, Ryan. Okay, cool. Ryan gets 10 for Igor Stimac, which means next direct will be to Sidhesh. A dash hold is a grappling hold which is executed by one person from behind the opponent, generally when both are on the mat face down with the opponent under the aggressor in the sport of wrestling. It has been suggested that it was named after Horatio Dash, who used strategies based on surrounding the opponent to win the Battle of the Nile and the Battle of Trafalgar. The dash is also a popular term in cricket. Also, in the 1939 film of Goodbye Mr. Chips, a schoolboy refers to dash in these terms: one arm, one eye, one destiny. Just tell me the blank.
3 ones, Nelson.
Nelson, yes, that is correct. Sidhesh also on board. Now everyone is on board. And yeah, when you come to think of it, there are too many hints now. I mean, not too many, but too many varieties of hints pointing towards one person. There's a wrestling hint. There's, of course, Horatio Nelson and Battle of Trafalgar, one arm, one eye.
The cricket one is the biggest hint.
And the cricket one, nicely hiding in the middle. But, sorry, Ryan, you're saying?
I wanted to ask you a question. I mean, how do you choose? Sometimes I'm creating these quizzes for work, for fun, right? How do you choose the amount of hints you have to you're putting in? Because sometimes I write out the question and then I'm eliminating hints, and at some point it's too hard. Sometimes it's too easy. Do you have a system for it?
Yeah, that's the trickiest part, to be honest, and that is a combination of so many factors. Because first of all, see, if you know the audience already, it's very helpful. Like, for example, if you're playing a quiz with your friend, so you already know, like, this is the group that's going to see the quiz. So basis that's very helpful, right? So you kind of know ki this guy will know this guy will know this. Similarly, when you're doing a show, for example, in a college or a B school, you get some sense कि B school वालों को बच्चों को ये पता होता है, ये नहीं पता होता, ये पता होता, ये नहीं पता होता. It becomes very tricky with quizzes like this because I don't know any one of you personally, okay, and I don't know who is going to come. So you sometimes go for it. Sometimes you just think कि ठीक है यार किसी नहीं निकलेगा, I'll give this hint and maybe फिर निकल जाएगा. But there is no general rule, like you said, Ryan. Like if this was one of those hardcore quizzes in in colleges or quiz clubs, then you would just maybe stop at the wrestling hint, and then you'll be like maybe the Goodbye Mr. Chips hint, max, just to point them to, or but for a quiz like this that we are doing, where you want people to answer, there's no There's no, one of those classic things where there's no pride ki dekha kisi ne nahi nikala. That, when you
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
do some of these things in the beginning, you feel so nice. Hey, मैंने question बनाया किसी को नहीं पता था. And you're like, idiot, that's not the point. So you want people to crack. So
yeah,
for things like quizzing with members or the quiz show particularly are the most challenging parts, because quizzing with comedians also you get some sense that this is going to be the panel.
yeah,
So here sometimes you uh, for example, like Igor Stimac, for example, which I personally thought people will not know. That was my whatever for reason. But then if you have a small group with you, you can always bounce off those questions with that group, saying, guys, what do you think? Do you think people know this? And in this case, they said, yeah, people know Igor Stimac. So some things like, for example, the Cold War question. Sometimes it strikes you so quickly. The moment you see, you're like, of course it's Cold War. And sometimes you're like, nahi yaar, ye kuch to bahut complicated hai. This is so all of
yeah,
these. So
yeah,
some things you can control, some things you let go. That's
yeah.
the that's the summary of this. And then it's just fun to see what gets answered, what doesn't get answered, etc., etc., etc.
Then just a
But
compliment to you and your team. You're getting it right almost on every single question. That's
that is what we attempt. Yeah, that also is a function of experience, pure experience. Because sometimes, like we used to say in office, कि भाई experience भी एक चीज होती है, guys. That also happens doing it for so many years now. I now have some sense of how much to give away and how much to hold, basis the panel and the this thing. Okay, cool. We'll discuss more on this rant for sure. I love discussing quizzing anytime.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Sidhesh gets 10 for Nelson, which means the next direct will be to Utkarsh. Nelson, sorry, your Nelson is here, Sidhesh, in case you were missing 111 by David Shepherd, or
David
222,
Shepherd, yeah.
or 333. Okay. Utkarsh, now since this is also the year, apart from Olympics, this is the year of elections. So, which presidential debates drew the largest audiences? And this is the list. The second one is blank. I want you to tell me, and ideally one person to tell both the names of the second most viewed debate. So let's go through the list. Clinton Trump is on top from 2016. XY from 1980 is on second. Trump Biden from 2020, followed by Clinton Trump 2016, Clinton Bush Perot 1992, Carter Ford 1976, Dukakis Bush, of course, 1988, and Mondale and Ronald Reagan from 1984. All I want from you is the 1981. And before anyone answers, I would want both the names to give any points.
I guess Nixon versus Ford.
Nixon, Ford. No, Nixon. No, Nixon had resigned earlier. Going to Aneesh.
This is Ronald Reagan Carter.
Yes, Ronald Reagan and Carter. It was deducible if you go through the other hints.
Dates,
Also,
right?
some sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
just
was
looked
one
at
of
the
those.
dates.
Yeah. It was one of those logical reasoning question also. You can see Carter in 76 against Ford, so you think he won. And then 80, you see Reagan in 84. So you just combine these two in the middle. And it is the great Carter-Reagan debates of 1980. Okay, cool. 11 to Anish. And next direct will be to Ryan. Okay, Ryan, we're talking about a certain song. This song, released by an Italian singer in the mid-90s, became an instant hit in Europe, especially in France and Belgium. It served as the unofficial anthem for the Belgian team during the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Since January 2022, an Australian football club chose it as their post-match victory song. Additionally, it was selected as goal music by the National Football Associations of France, England, Switzerland, and Poland for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, and again for the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup by France, New Zealand, and Switzerland. The artist behind this track appreciates how it unites people from diverse backgrounds. What is the name of this song?
That's where my luck with football questions runs out. Is it Bella Ciao?
Not Bella Ciao. Going to Sidhesh.
And this is a famous popular song.
Again, it's like Nazca lines.
Subjective.
Can
Got
it's very subjective.
Okay, I'll just go for whatever. Like when the moon hits the light with like a bigger pizza pie, it's amore. If that is the song.
No. Going to Utkarsh.
Macarena.
Not Margarina. Going to Anish.
Is this too late to ask? Is the song an English song or is it in some other language?
The song title is English, so that I can clarify.
No, I don't have even an idea. I'll pass.
Okay. We'll quickly take one round, guys. No stress. We are looking at a 3-word answer. Okay, so 3-word song title. Taking a cue from Anish's question, the song is English, but it's by, like the question says, by Italian singer. The singer is called Gala, Gala. Okay, 3-word. Gala came in late 1990s. Yeah, it says mid-90s, but 1997 to be specific. Mostly popular in Europe. Like the question says, France and Belgium, it reached the top of the charts and all that. I'll give you an extra clue and we'll just take quickly one round. The second word is from. Okay. So dash from dash. If something hits you, great. Otherwise, it's okay. Dash from dash. A popular song otherwise also, but also known for its usage in sports, like the question says.
No, I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Going to Sidhesh. Going to Sidhesh from Ryan. That's the template. Dash from dash. Okay.
So the only song which is coming to mind is Shehre Ki Ladki. So I'll just say Girl from City.
Girl from city. Nice. No, it's not.
I know it's not the answer.
Ryan was like, what is it? Sunil Shetty
Give
is
him-
the coach of New Zealand football team.
Give him plus 15 just for that.
Yeah, it's just a mind-blowing guess.
Hi, how are you? Going to Utkarsh?
Taking inspiration from Sidhesh, I'll guess girl from Ipanema.
No. Going to Anish?
Boy from Naples.
Boy from Naples. Yes, that's Maradona. Anish, the answer is Freed from Desire. Okay, so check this song out later. I mean, it was very popular in Europe back in the day, but now mostly heard in the context of sports. Freed from Desire from Gala. Okay, that brings us to the end of the first half. Quick look at the score. Anish with 10 for Amelia Earhart and another 11 for Carter Regan is on 21 points right now. 21. Ryan with 11 for Cold War and 10 for Igor Stimac is also on 21. Sidhesh with 10 for Nelson and Utkarsh has 13 for Nazca lines and 11 for Zambia. So 24 points. Close tight as expected. 24 to Utkarsh, followed by Anish and Ryan, both on 21, and Sidhesh on 10. With second half to start right now, the order will be Utkarsh, Sidhesh, Ryan, and Anish. Utkarsh is your direct. In 2028, a city known for its entertainment industry and beaches will host the Summer Olympics for the third time, having previously done so in 1932 and 1984. The games will feature flag football and squash for the first time, along with a possible return of cricket and lacrosse. This event will mark the 5th Summer Olympics and 9th overall hosted by the country, making this city the third to host the Summer Games 3 times after London and Paris. Which city are we talking about?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles, yes. Yes. Nice start to the second half. We're talking about the LA Olympics in 1928. LA also hosted Olympics in 32 and 84. Okay. 10 points there to Utkarsh. And next direct will be to Sidhesh. Okay, Sidhesh, in case you were missing sports question in this quiz, which you are not, I hope. Identify the team with the most semi-final appearances in T20 World Cups. Okay, so just tell me the team with the most semi-final appearances in T20 World Cup. This is the list. 6 times, 5 times, 5 times. We are looking, of course, at the team which is on the top with 6 times.
Okay, sorry. So the 5 was highlighted. So I was we're looking at 6.
No. And that's only to differentiate white, orange, white, etc. We've only hidden 5 ones to hide some options for you. Otherwise, it will become too obvious.
So can I clarify something?
Yes, Utkarsh.
Does semi-final appearances means they did not go through the finals, or it includes both successful
Both
attempts and-
successful and unsuccessful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it Australia?
Not Australia. Passing to Ryan.
Is it Pakistan?
It is Pakistan. 11 points there to Ryan. It is. Was it your other option, Sidhesh?
Yes.
Yes.
I was
2020.
hoping Sidhesh would eliminate one of the other.
One of the yes, it is Pakistan. Pakistan are on top, as we know. 2007 semi-final, they did reach the final. In 2024, they couldn't reach the final. Those two were big clues. Pakistan is correct. 11 points there to Ryan.
I Australia in my mind because they did not reach the semi-final, but I told Australia for whatever reason. It's like
Yeah, we knew it'll come down to Pakistan and Australia mostly when we were going through the deck earlier. Okay, 11 points to Ryan, which means next direct will be to Aneesh. Aneesh, the dash was invented sometime between 1934 and 1948 by Giuseppe Cipriani, founder of Harry's Bar in Venice, Italy. He named the drink the dash because its unique pink color reminded him of the toga of a saint in a painting by 15th century Venetian artist Giovanni Dash. The Dash is an International Bartenders Association official cocktail. Last line is just to tell you that this is an internationally accepted cocktail, not a random bar curated local cocktail. What cocktail are we talking about? There's a visual also to help you.
All blanks are the same?
Yeah.
It's confusing me that it's served in a tall glass as well.
Mostly served in a glass like this.
Okay. Is it the Bellini?
Sorry?
Is it the Bellini?
Yes, it is the Bellini. Nicely done. What was confusing you, Anish? Just curious.
I in my mind, just the color, I don't know why I was going Cosmo, but I was like, that doesn't fill the blanks, right?
Yeah.
And the glass just doesn't
Yeah.
add up. Then I was just trying to think, okay, Italy, what are the drinks that I have had? I was like, okay, this is the one that adds up.
Yeah. Also, Giovanni Cosmopolitan would be a very weird thing.
Yeah. I was just trying to fill in the blanks. Like, I was like, no, this doesn't sound right.
Yeah. No. You're right. It is named after the Venetian artist Giovanni Bellini. Okay, we are talking about Bellini. 10 points there to Ryan. Sorry, 10 points there to Anish. Fantastic. Which means we come back to wow, man, this quiz has suddenly become too tight. Did not see this coming. With 5 questions to go. Beautiful. Okay, no pressure. Utkarsh, this is your direct. In the early 20th century, people secretly made a strong, unaged whiskey at night to avoid being caught. This whiskey, often made from corn, became famous in the Appalachian region, where the rough terrain made it hard for law enforcement to catch the producers. Famous figures like Maggie Bailey and Marvin Popcorn Sutton were known for this secret activity. They used specially modified cars to transport the whiskey, and as you might know, these cars later influenced the creation of Nazca. Today, some distilleries legally make this whiskey, keeping its old-fashioned name to attract buyers. What is this high-proof liquor traditionally made in secret?
Moonshine?
Moonshine. Yes, 10 points there to Utkarsh. Moonshine. I think we had this one, I think, in some of the earliest editions of quizzing, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it is moonshine, and of course they used to make it in the night, and hence that's where the name comes from. They used to make it under the light of the moon, and now there are some brands who actually use moonshine as a brand name. Okay, 10 points to Utkarsh. Okay, cool. You saw how we went from Pakistan to 2 alcohol questions just to balance things out. Okay, like we had Pakistan as an answer, went to Bellini, Moonshine, and we are coming back to Pakistan. That's the to properly balance this quiz, this is direct for Sidhesh. Sidhesh, when asked why he accepted the Nishan-e-Imtiaz, which is one of the highest civilian awards in Pakistan under the Zia regime, the son called it a pragmatic decision. So son is talking about his father. If your country offers you the highest civilian award possible, then it would be an act of disloyalty in my father's eyes not to accept it. My father also took the view that it was better to be inside the camp and try to change and educate people from within than be on the outside throwing stones into the camp, he explained. The reason why it was called a pragmatic decision has everything to do with something that Bhutto did or passed, which he promised to reverse soon during his time, but ultimately did. What did Bhutto do, and who is the father mentioned above?
So it was Bhutto who took some decision.
Hmm.
If that is the case.
Hmm.
Okay, I am just guessing the father. Is it Zulfikar Ali Bhutto? And the son, of course, being Bilawal Bhutto. And
No.
I'll pass.
Going to Ryan,
Is it Imran Khan?
not
The father
Imran.
is Imran Khan.
Okay, going to Aneesh.
So I'm just getting very confused reading through this. So the father accepted the award, right? The son didn't accept the award.
No,
And
the son just gave the reason, an interview from where we derived the question. The son,
correct.
not this,
Is the father Nawaz Sharif?
not Nawaz Sharif. Going to Utkarsh.
The father, I'm guessing, is Morarji Desai. Because there is this funda that Morarji Desai has got the highest honors in both India and Pakistan.
No, not that funda. But I
Okay.
appreciate that as a lifelong quizzer, that the moment you see a Pakistan Civilian Award, you think of Morarji Desai and Dilip Kumar.
Yeah.
Always. Okay, cool. Okay, no, we'll take this one round again. So let me just get done with what I think is slightly tougher part. So we'll put that away. So second round, we'll make it very specific. So the decision overturn, let's focus on that first. And I think, if my memory serves me right, this might be a throwback to Sidhesh's win from the last episode. Sidhesh, did you answer that Ahmadiyya sect question in the last quiz?
No, it wasn't me.
But was it your panel?
Yeah, it was my panel. Yes.
It was your panel, no? It was from that panel. Okay. So basically, the decision was that they had declared the Ahmadiyya sect or the Ahmadi sect as non-Muslim. Okay, in Pakistan, which was and is a big thing, and that is always in news. As to, I mean, it's a huge topic to declare a certain sect as non-Muslim, and that keeps coming up in their news all the time for different reasons. So that was something that was promised to X, that it will be reversed, but was never reversed, and yet he accepted the award. That is the first thing. Now, in the second round, we'll only focus on the individual. Now, I'll give you a hint for the individual. The individual is a scientist. Anybody can block me at any point. I'll keep giving you clues. This is a scientist, a physicist, to be more specific. Okay, first person from Pakistan to win a Nobel Prize. That's the third clue. First Pakistan to win a Nobel. First scientist from an Islamic country to win a Nobel in the world. Okay, first scientist from an Islamic country ever to win a Nobel. Okay, so we'll take a round with that. If we don't get it, it's completely fine. We'll start
pass.
whenever Sidhesh is ready.
I'll pass.
Okay, passing to Ryan.
Also pass.
Okay, passing to Aneesh.
Pass.
Okay, passing to Utkarsh.
Yeah, I don't like to say pass, so I'll just say Muhammad Yunus.
Muhammad Yunus, yeah, another Nobel Prize winner, but from other side. Yeah, okay, cool. So the answer is Abdul Salam.
Yeah.
Abdul Salam was the first Pakistani Nobel laureate, and Bhutto had passed a legislation which made Ahmadiyya community as non-Muslim, which was what he was protesting. But yeah, okay, I'll just ask one extra fun question. Abdul Salam, while I was saying the whole Nobel funda, so Abdul Salam was the first scientist from an Islamic country to win a Nobel. In fact, he was the second person ever from an Islamic country to win Nobel. Tell me the first person who won Nobel in any field. Think about that for 30 seconds.
So first person from an Islamic country to win a Nobel.
Win a
That's what
Nobel.
you're.
Yeah. In any field. Because the first from science was Abdul Salam.
I'll be answering this immediately when I watch the stream on YouTube.
Yes. Yes.
Naguib Mahfouz,
Who?
Egyptian literature Nobel laureate.
Egyptian is very close. Egyptian is very close. Now think Egyptian Nobel Prize winner.
Oh.
Is it for the Camp David Accord, Sadat?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is.
Sadat.
Yes, it is an honor. See, fun. If you don't get one, we'll make new questions. And I'll give you another fun.
Nice.
Okay, while we are on this. Because while I was saying this whole Ahmadiyya community controversy, there was another famous win in the last few years, another internationally famous award somebody had won. And then a lot of Pakistanis were also celebrating that award for some reason. And then a lot of people started saying this funda to them, saying, guys, I don't think you celebrate, you consider Ahmadiyya or the Ahmadi sect to be Muslim. So don't celebrate this win. What win do you think we are talking about now?
Malala?
Not Malala. Not Nobel, but another Nobel level famous, not Nobel level, but like an internationally famous award. Think movie, think cinema.
Did Kumail Nanjiani win an Oscar or something?
No, not yet. But yeah. So, okay. I'll make it very easy. Somebody won an Oscar. First Muslim actor to win an Oscar.
Rami Malek.
No.
Rami Malek did win an Oscar, no?
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah,
He did?
Yeah, he did, right?
Rami Malek
For,
won for
Bohemian
Bohemian.
Rhapsody.
This was earlier. This was 2016-17. And then people were like, did you know that X is actually from Ahmadi sect? So you don't get to celebrate. Let everyone else celebrate.
No clue.
Okay, we're talking about Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali won an Oscar. And Mahershala Ali becomes the first Muslim actor to win an Oscar. And obviously, a lot of people were celebrating. And then people started posting saying, by the way, Mahershala Ali converted to the Ahmadi sect in the year 2000. So you can't celebrate. You don't consider him a Muslim. So and all that. So yeah, this thing basically keeps coming.
Lovely
Okay.
funda.
Right. Some extra fun. Because Ryan, when he started that quizzing topic, I was like, okay, let's do
Yes,
more.
please. Yes, please.
Okay. Cool. Last correct answer was actually Moonshine by Utkarsh, which means this was Sidhesh's direct, but nobody got, which means Sidhesh still gets his direct with the next question, which is this. In 2017, an artist debuted with G-Wagon, gaining attention. He skyrocketed to fame with So High, a gritty street life track alongside producer Big Bird, earning a top lyricist award. Joining Brown Boys Records, he began performing live shows in India and Canada. His chart-topping singles include Issa Jat and It's All About You. By mid-2018, his songs like Famous charted internationally, and he contributed to a film soundtrack with Dollar. He then started releasing music independently, beginning with a diss track, Warning Shots, aimed at another artist. His debut album, PBX1, blending pop and hip-hop, topped Canadian charts and won an award for excellence, leading him to release tracks under his own label and support other artists. Who is this? Who are we talking about?
Okay, I'm not into Punjabi music. What is this, Raftar?
Not Raftar, going to Ran.
I've stopped following Desi hip hop for a while now, so I'll show my age. Is it Bohemia?
Not Bohemia. Not Bohemia. Good guess though. Aneesh?
And this is one of those things where I'll get the last name wrong. This is Moosewala, right? Sidhu Moosewala, no?
I'll give it to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. It's Sidhu Moosewala.
Oh, I got it right. Yeah.
12 points there to Aneesh. It is it is Sidhu Moosewala. And Bohemia was a good track because one of his earliest big songs was with Bohemia actually, which is. And if you listen to his song, Big Bird comes in the beginning. That was the producer Big. Every one of these.
Oh.
Most of these artists have this signature beginning to many of their songs, right? Big Bird, ऐसे करके it starts. Na, 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 yeah. So, okay, Sidhu Moosewala. 12 points to Aneesh.
I actually thought like it was either Diljit or him, and then I was like, no, diss track. Okay, that can't be Diljit, right? So it has to be him.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
still remember
Yes.
this. I would not listen to, like Punjabi music or Bhangra music, the stiff upper lip, right? Like, nahi, ye sab main nahi sununga. And then this friend of mine just hooked me up to this, like,
Yeah.
call out to Ramni kya.
Yeah.
Oh God, killer music. I had no idea that this was
Yeah.
coming out of India. It's like super cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I
Sorry, somebody was saying something. Ryan, go for it.
I just wanted to give a recommendation because I recently found an incredible hip hop artist from Bangalore, actually.
Hanuman.
Hanuman Kind. Yeah. I mean, he's
Hanuman,
going, yeah, incredible stuff.
Yeah.
So, if you're into that.
Nice. Duly noted. Okay. Now, last two questions to go. Very tight quiz. Very exciting. Next direct is to Utkarsh. Aneesh got Sidhu Moosewala, right? Moosewala. Next direct is to Utkarsh. Utkarsh, this prolific footballer started his career at Den Bosch before making notable strides at Heerenveen and then PSV Eindhoven, where he won 2 Eredivisie titles, which is the Dutch title. His scoring prowess caught the eye of Manchester United, which secured his transfer in the year 2001 for a record fee of 19 million pounds. During his tenure at United, he became their all-time top European goal scorer, netting 150 goals in 219 games and won numerous titles, including the Premier League and FA Cup. He later moved to Real Madrid, winning La Liga twice. After stints at Hamburger SV and Malaga, he retired in 2012. Internationally, he scored 35 goals for the Netherlands across 70 appearances. Recently, he was in news because he returned to Manchester United, not as a player, but in a coaching role. Identify this iconic Dutch striker who once ruled the European leagues.
Van Nistelrooy.
Yes, that is correct.
Wow.
10 points there to Utkarsh. It is Ruud van Nistelrooy. 10 points to Utkarsh. I could see everyone else on the panel also smiling and waiting for this to come to them. Ruud van Nistelrooy. Yeah.
I have special hatred for Ruud van Nistelrooy
Same.
as an Arsenal fan. Yeah.
Yes. You have no idea what... when I went to just find image for the answer slide, took me a few minutes to recover seeing all his... But it's also one of those... he was also one of those players that you love to... In the sense like, he was really good.
Yeah.
You couldn't really...
That's right.
He was so
Clinical.
good. And that you hated that he doesn't play for your club. That kind of... what a guy.
I would have still, on the answer slide, I would have drawn something NSFW on his face, but...
As someone who watches very little football and knows
Yeah.
almost nothing about football, I still know who Nistelrooy is. That's how famous he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. That's another thing. Since we were on the topic of quizzing Ryan and everyone else, that again, since this was a general quiz, that is why you try and put people like Mr. Roy as a football question, give almost everything in. So this same question will not be in the same shape and form if this was a football quiz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if this was
Absolutely.
a football
Yeah.
team quiz, you will just give maybe a little bit of BSV and Eindhoven and then just directly maybe go to Malaga and Hamburger and just skip everything else in the middle.
Yeah.
But in a
Yeah.
general quiz, you try and give everything. So even if somebody doesn't follow football, they'll be like, कुछ तो Manchester United Wayne Rooney बोल देते हैं. But Wayne Rooney शायद English था तो बाहर से कौन था? चल Mr. Roy बोल देते हैं like that.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. This is the last question now, and since we talked about music quite a bit on this episode, we'll end with a music question. This is for you, Sidhesh. While talking about it, so it is the song, the composer shares, we aim to create something with this song that portrays Sindhi culture and music narratives, even visually, in an interesting and adventurous manner, creating a bridge from Sindh to the world. He further sheds light on the track and adds, it's the story of Umar Marvi, a folk tale where a village girl is taken away by a king against her will, but promising her queenship. However, she desires to return to her own people. Her own people are her home. She is resilient and her resilience wins as she makes a triumphant return to her village, and the villagers celebrate her coming back home. Which song are we talking about?
And this is like a okay. Popular is a
It's like a popular.
popular is subjective. My
Yes.
takeaway from this quiz.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, I always say this. When you know, like when you're on the last question, you still don't know the winner of the quiz. That's a great summary of the quiz. So yeah, technically we still don't know the winner of the quiz. And the last question.
Okay, I have no questions. So I'm just drawing a blank. So I'll say Sheher ki ladki goes back home.
Good, Sidhesh. Like nice, you've closed the loop. Otherwise, we were all worried about Share Ki Ladki. Nice, nice. So she's gone back. No, okay, okay. No, okay. We can all. Okay. Share Ki Ladki, yeah, went back home. Nice. Okay, going to Ryan.
There's just one song I know which is very popular in the Sindhi culture, so I'll just say the Madam Mas Kalandar.
Not the Madam Maskalandar, but yeah, very popular Sindhi song for sure. Going to Aneesh.
That's a long shot. Is this Ori Chiraiya?
No, no. Going to Utkarsh.
Pasuri.
Not Utkarsh के पसूरी लगा अभी क्या बता रहे अब पसूरी या it was almost like
Better,
ले जान इधर से निकल
better
Okay, cool.
Pasuri than pass.
Pasuri, more like Pasuri. Okay, we'll start again with Sidhesh um, just to take a shot once again because I have a feeling because I also know you guys listen to music and Pasuri. I'll take it from there because Pasuri is a good guess in some sense because this song is one of those Coke Studio popular songs. Okay, so this song became popular recently because of Coke Studio. This is a Coke Studio song, and then Sindhi, so the language is also Sindhi and all. So looking at a two-word answer, and both words are the same. Okay, so we'll just take around with these hints. Two-word answer, both words are the same. Coke Studio, Sindhi song. So, and like recently, like last few months, popular types, 2024. And in some sense, your Sheher Ki Ladki story will, I have a feeling, will sort of fit with the answer. It will fit, like, you're like, oh yeah, I don't know, maybe. We'll see, Sidhesh.
Imagine Sunil Shetty turning up as a guest appearance in the Coke Studio version now.
Yeah.
I can't unsee this now.
Okay. I'll end with another Sunil Shetty song. Hi Huku.
Hi, Hukku. Of course, why not? Going to
That's
Ryan?
good. Because you said it's the same two words, then I don't know, Chidiya Chidiya.
Chidiya, Chidiya. Chidiya, Chidiya, Anish?
I am so clueless, but because same words, I'll say, and Toba Toba. I know it's wrong.
Yeah. Going to Utkarsh?
I have this. Nacho, Nacho.
Okay, yeah, Utkarsh, you should because I think you won the quiz, so you can start Nacho
No.
Nacho. But yeah, Sidhesh, the Sheher Ki Ladki is finally back, so we are all saying I.
This
Okay.
is the problem of living not in India. Your YouTube algorithm is all
It's
messed
not
up. You
this.
don't
Yeah.
explore this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is I. This is a Coke Studio Siddhi song. Yeah, good song. Highly recommend. Which brings us to the end of the quiz. Very thrilling quiz, actually a very fun quiz. More importantly, I always say scores to thoda bahut order, aage piche, set, etc. Too many factors, but so many questions that we thought we would struggle to get, but they were answered. Mostly Nazca lines and Igor Stimac, etc. And then some cracker of like great answers. Even the quiz was so tight. There was a point when it was 31, 32, 34. And till the last question, we didn't know. For hypothetical situation is when had Anish answered II in the first round, then it would have ended with 55-54, something like that. So it was very close. But we'll take a look at the score. Anish, great stuff. Totally worth taking time out on a holiday and making your family wait. 21 in the first half. In the second half, you got Bellini and
23.
12 for Sidhu Museala. You end on 43. Anish, 43. Fantastic. Also, we tried to give you more holiday theme. Like the first question was about trekking in mountains. Then second was Bellini, sitting and sipping on Bellini. There was another question where I was like, why are we asking this to you? Which was somewhere there, something. Yeah, it was very like that, themed. Ryan had 21 in the first half and got Pakistan in the second half. Ryan ends on 32. Fantastic, Ryan. Hope to see you soon. Sidhesh had 10. Sidhesh ends on 10. And Utkarsh had 24 in the first half. He got 10 for Los Angeles, 10 for Moonshine, and finally 10 for Rouen. Nesteroy. Utkarsh wins this quiz with 54 points.
Awesome work.
Awesome.
Utkarsh, awesome. I'll see you soon with 3 new people on the panel, and I'll see Aneesh, Ryan, and Sidhesh very soon. We are doing a lot of things starting this month on YouTube. So I know this episode will come later, but we already did a friendship quiz this week with like 3 contestants, and we are doing an Olympic quiz very soon. And we are doing more quizzing with members. We are gonna do more and more quizzing with members. Okay, so I'll see you guys more often than we
Fine.
usually.
For sure.
If I may say something from
Yes.
like what Ryan said about YouTube algorithms, I got my last few answers in the previous quiz because of the YouTube algorithm. I got 20-month-old, so old McDonald is on my YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
And Sidhesh, we will see you soon, maybe because we are doing season 3 of the quiz show soon. And this time we're trying to do themed quizzes. So offline. So we'll try and do sports, we'll try and do movies, we'll try and do all
Perfect.
of that. So I'll see you in
Mumbai,
soon.
Pune, I'm there.
Mumbai only will do. Mumbai only.
KV, it's time to
Awesome.
go international now, like rotis.
Oh.
We need to
Yeah.
Yes.
We
come
were
to
actually
Singapore.
thinking. We were
Yeah.
thinking maybe by next year we'll come to the US
And-
and Singapore and UK.
I
Lovely.
Maybe I
mean,
must-
Berlin, you already have 2 people in Berlin.
No, and even
Manish is
in,
going in a few days.
but even
Luxembourg
in
Sail Club. Yeah.
even in Luxembourg, there are a lot of non-Indians who now know who Kumar Varun is, by the way. And
Oh man.
and Ryan was mentioning
but-
this before, right? I think for me, I made quizzes for a lot of Desi folks, right? Where the quizzes, the hints and everything just fall in line. When you do that for an international crowd suddenly, right? That's when you realize, oh shit, these questions are pointless, right? And that's how I learned my football trivia as well, because that's one thing that connects everyone, right?
Yeah.
You put in football, you put in tennis, sports and movies are those connections. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. This is such an interesting one, Anish, because I'd gone to Liverpool recently, and we had gone to a friend's place, and we were sitting in the night, and they are like Liverpool suburb family with no context of anything else in the world, but they are just Everton fans all their life, so they only know football. And then we were talking to my friend, said he also does a quiz something, and we were like, oh, show me. And I was like, what do I show them?
Yeah.
Imagine a
Right.
proper like this thing. So I was like, let's do cricket and football edition. So I opened the first quarterfinal with Azim, Angad, Anirban, that. And they were so engrossed because it had cricket and football, only 2 sports they knew. And they were like, my God, they were so involved the whole night. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
Super.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
So nice to see you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Ryan.
No, I just wanted to tell Anish, if you need any food and drink recommendations in Berlin, please reach out.
Will do.
I don't know how to. I'll ask Srimai to send you my email.
Fireworks are off
Thank you.
in Anish's place.
Did this do this or did this do this?
Something happened.
It was the happiness inside of good food and drink.
Like for sure.
Okay.
Woo!
You.
Okay, bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.